2025. This is going to capture just a little bit of who, what, when, and where. My neighbor dogs are walking. And looking ankle. Morning. That's some of our neighbors' places for sale here. I'm not sure that I locked the door on the car. I'll check it out later.
I'm thinking in mind for you. For you.
That's the spot my car would have been in, and from which I launched this morning. Just one car in the family now. The other one went to World Food Kitchen. It's a donation. Trying to move the needle a little bit in a positive direction for those people who are in need of the services of World Food Kitchen. Waymo. Jaguars, I think. SAR. Self-driving cars. Not without pilots these days. They're still navigating the streets. I don't see as many of those you do of Lyfts and other platforms of that type. Transformative economy. This platform is handy for writers and creators of all sorts. In my case, I'm doing a little bit of primary documentation through what, when, and where. So I decide to focus the camera outwards. Also doing a little podcasting. Yesterday we had the Everyday Junglist on with me and talking about microbiology, talking about everything under the sun, virology, different viruses that we need to be considering, vaccination, what that means, of course, in terms of effects, but also the downside of not being vaccinated. Dengue fever apparently is coming. It's also known as bone break fever because its symptoms are so painful. And I do not hope to experience that. Maybe these are insect-borne and just one more scourge. And on that bright, cheery note, of course, we are all in the passing show on our way from dawn to dusk and back again until finally we all ends in the grave. Oh boy. Thinking of a cartoon by R. Crumb, Mr. Natural is being asked, where will it all end? And that's the truth. Everything is resolved in an instant. And an instant of transition between living and not living any longer. It won't be long for it all end up there, unless our lives are prolonged through means beyond biology, potentially. I don't know if that's possible, but in a way it is. Our time-binding nature, being able to stack information on top of information, including this information, photography, encoding, decoding. It's a lot that has to happen. A lot of technologies have to fit together, be integrated to experience what Substack is giving us right now. And this is the tip of the iceberg, right? It's limited only really by our imaginations. There's a crow nearby. I was watching the crows overfly the neighborhood this morning. There were a lot of them. A little bit of stretching. Quite a bit of pain through the musculature right now. Slept a little funny. The left is all out of whack. I expect it'll get better. I always expect things will get better. Something will turn up. Stuart Hobber, I believe, is the source of that from the Dickens novel. Is it David Copperfield, perhaps? Turn. Taking those and coming up off the metro. I'm thinking about going on to the metro later today. I don't know. Should return to the house and do some work. I'm making very slow progress on my homework, such as it is. Daily check-ins with my coach. Building. Yeah, it's hard to get me moving. To do anything I don't want to do, especially now. I seem to have some freedom. Coming up on 14 months since being released from wage slavery. My contract that I was on for a while, fairly long while, fell out from under me without much warning, without any warning, really. Just boop, gone, done. And I was like, oh, how about that? What are you looking for? Just continuing to try to do the job I was hired to do. That was part of the problem. Not sure what they wanted. I think they just wanted to have an opportunity to get rid of me as soon as they could after I had sort of embarrassed them. But yeah, so I didn't mean to. I just can't help it. Can't help being real at present. But it did give me that opportunity I was looking for, one I didn't have the courage to take myself. And I think that's the big part of the picture right there. Hairdresser there. Got my hair cut a couple days ago. It is what it is. I'm going to stop in here and get my breakfast. So with that, you can see the type of thing I like to have. And onward and upward. Thanks for joining, Dev, Lindsay, Motley, Chris Skipch, PhD, and Jane Tremblay. If you'd like to be my guest on Harrowing's podcast at any point, talk about what lights up things inside of you, let me know. That's another thing that any of you who happen to catch it, the passing show, could do. And remember, every cent spent is a vote for the kind of world we are co-creating. And talk to you all later. And here.